Welcome. In this video overview, we're going to show you some of the new features that we've added in version 21. Now, over in Image Editor, we've added over 1,000 new images to the image library. This takes our image total to over 13,000 images. Now, over in Planner, we've added several new tools to help you draw with. Now, the first one that we're going to talk about is the Symbol Offset Array tool. Now, if we go over here to the Content Librarian and select an item, and then we go down to the bottom of the symbol library, you'll see that there is a Symbol Offset Array tool. I'll click on that. Okay. Now, up in the edit bar, we have several options here that we can choose. I'm going to choose the polyline type, and then we also have an offset distance that I can set here. Let's say I want the offset distance to be 5 feet. So I'll put in 5 feet there and hit enter. Okay. Now, when I want to draw this in, it's going to offset my symbol away from a given point exactly 5 feet. Now, this is a good example where I would use my snap tools. I'm going to turn my end point snap on and my nearest point snap on. What I want to do is I'll click here, and then I'll come over and I'll click to the corner here, and I'll come down and click there. And then I'm done, so I right click, and what that does is it offsets that symbol 5 feet away from the original line that I had placed there. Now, if I wanted to go to the outside of that line, what I would do is I would start down here and move upward and then over this way, and then I right click, and there it's offset at 5 feet to the outside of that property line. Now, this also works with different line types. So if I had a curved line that I was tracing, I would simply use a spline. Okay, and again, the offset distance is at 5 feet. Now, you'll see here, when I come in, it's offsetting that curve 5 feet away from where my click points are. So I would just trace the line that I want to edge with that particular plant. Okay, the next new tool that we have is the elliptical edging tool. You'll find the elliptical edging tool under the draw menu, and we'll go down to edging and elliptical. Okay, now I'll just click on a point, and then I'll drag a circle, and that does a continuous piece of edging like you were to edge around a tree ring. Okay, we can also do elongated ellipses. So if I was to click, I could do a long elliptical shape with that same edging tool. Now, the next tool that we have is found under the Draw menu, and we'll go down to Miscellaneous and Deck. This is a tool that will allow us to shape a deck and add the boards into the deck. So up in the edit bar, we have several different line types to use here. I'll just start with a simple straight line, and then the deck width is set at 10 feet, and then the board width is set at 6 inches. Okay, so if I was to click and then pull down and click again, now it's added a deck, and it's also put the boards in there. Okay, now if I wanted to, I could also use the same tool and do a say an L-shaped deck by using the polyline tool here. Okay, again, I'm going to leave the width of the deck at 10 feet and the board width at 6 inches. Okay, here we'll just click, move over, click again, and move down, and click again. And at that point, I right click, and it adds a deck, and it also miters that edge nicely. Okay, the next tool that we have is also found under the Miscellaneous menu. We'll go to the Draw menu and go to Miscellaneous, and this time we'll select Stairs. Okay, again, in the edit bar, I have several different line types that I can use here. I just want to do a straight stairway here, so I'll select the line, and then I can set the width of the stairs and also the tread width, or the depth of the treads here, which is currently set at 7 inches. Okay, click on a point and then move over and click on another point, and when I do that, it adds a stair, and then it puts the 7-inch treads in the middle there. So if you had a 12-inch tread, of course you would just change the value here up in the edit bar to either 12 inches or 1 foot. Okay, something else that we've added in version 21 is 2 new rendering modes. Now the rendering modes are found up here at the top, where you have the colored pencil, the stylized, the photorealistic, and so on. But you'll also see that there's a couple new rendering modes here. The first one is the pencil sketch, which gives us a look that looks kind of like a charcoal pencil look to the symbols, like so. And then the next one is the blended watercolor effect. Okay, and that uses the pencil sketch effect, and then it overlays an effect that looks like you've applied a watercolor brush to your symbols to give it a very nice look. The next feature that we've added to Pro Landscape version 21, we think that a lot of you are going to like this. What we've done is we've streamlined the saving of a drawing as a PDF document. Okay, if you had a previous version, the way you would have saved a PDF document is you would have went to the File menu, you would have went to Print, you would have selected the Graphics PDF Writer from your printer drop-down, and the View to Print would have been Page View, the sizing method would have been Scaled. You click on the Preview button, you click on Page Setup, and then you go to the Printer Page tab here, and then you select your paper size, which would be, this one is an ArchD 24 by 36. You click OK, you click Print, and then when you click OK, at that point it would ask you to save it as a PDF document. Okay, now the new method that we have is much better. You'll go up to the File menu and you'll go to Export as PDF. Okay, what it's doing here is it's going to go ahead and collect your paper size and your drawing scale. It does give you a couple options here to print the grid or print all black, or to change the hairline width here, but as soon as we click OK, it will ask us to save that document as a PDF. So much easier than previous versions. Alright, something else that we've added is the program now will go out and check for updates periodically. Every once in a while you'll get a message that reminds you to check for an update, and what it will do is it will go out to our website, it'll check our website for updates. If there's one available, it'll ask you to download it and to install it, just to make sure that you are up to date on the current version that you own. Also, we've added a feature that is an auto save feature. So if you've been working on a drawing, after about 10 minutes it's going to prompt you to save that project. Okay, we also have an auto save feature that will, once it is saved, it will continually save that project every few minutes or so if you've enabled that option. Okay, the last option that we have to talk about is the Project Backup utility. This is found over in the Proposal program, and what it does is it goes out and it searches your hard drive, and it finds all of our project files, which are the PLP and the LNF files. It will collect those files, and then it will save those or copy those over to a external hard drive, such as a USB thumb drive or a network drive. This is very handy if you're wanting to move those project files over to another system, so that you have either a backup or you want to work on those projects from your secondary system. Okay, well, I thank you very much for your time, and I hope that you've seen the benefits that version 21 has to offer. Thank you.